Do you know that borrowing blunders can plunge you into the trap of debt, even if you've been very good at handling your money? For many of us, when the idea to borrow comes, we are quick to head into the lender's office, we are completing forms, and we are eager to get the money. But there are some questions we must ask ourselves. For example, is this reason good enough for borrowing? Will it leave me better than I am today? And especially in the long run, is it a reason that I will later on look back and be happy that I actually went for debt for that particular reason? Must I borrow for this reason? And if I must borrow, must it be now? Can it wait? Do I have alternatives for this reason? Because debt is not free money. Debt comes at a cost, and therefore these considerations must be put in place. Who am I borrowing for? Now, when I ask this question, I do not mean who you will give the money after it has been disbursed to you. I know there are people who borrow money and give to other people. I know people get into arrangements where one borrows and the other one will be helping them to repay, and some people have suffered out of this. But I am talking about the reason that took you into borrowing. Where did you get it from? Where did you get the inspiration to want to do this thing that is now sending you into borrowing? I have argued that if you borrow to do something because you want to compare yourself with other people or to compete with other people, then you are borrowing for those people. You are not borrowing for yourself. It is good to be inspired by others, but always learn to customize the inspiration to suit your financial and life realities. You don't just visit a friend and you find them in their own house and tomorrow you are queuing for a mortgage. You will burn your fingers because you're not borrowing for yourself. You're borrowing for them because you want that when they visit you next time, they also find you in your own house. But you don't know their story. Maybe they didn't even go for a mortgage. Just because a lender has told you you qualify for amount X, it does not necessarily mean that you actually qualify for that amount. But the truth is known by you that probably the payslip shows that you have some room for borrowing, but you know that there are some other deductions happening outside the payslip. There is this blunder where we fail to ask ourselves, how will I survive when deductions are loaded? In other words, the amount that the lender wants to deduct at the end of the month, what was it doing in my budget? Once they deduct it, how am I going to survive?